Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode or new episode of Music with Nick. I wanted to apologize first because of my voice. I thought it was completely back, but it's still a little bit, I guess you can hear it. I was sick for about 5 days with something, I don't even know. It was not COVID. It was some kind of infection here. It was incredibly swollen around here and my ears. And I think Alexia had it first. So once she was over, it was my turn. So it was literally just being in bed 4 days, like being in bed and going to the bathroom. That's it. That's all I could do. I could not even like watch TV or anything. It was just horrible. So I'm back, but I feel great. I feel a lot better, and I'm ready. I'm ready for another marathon. So Roundabout reached out to me, and we have some interesting bands here that I've never. Well, I've heard of one. 10 years after I've heard of. We did. I Like to Change the World. I think that's what it's called. I would hope to change the world. I'd like to change the world. Or I want something like that. It's on the channel if you want to check it out with Alexia, of course. And but yeah. So today, of course, thank you so much, Roundabout, for sponsoring the marathon, for thinking of us. Even I guess like he wrote to me when I was literally in my sickest of sick. But he wished me, and I didn't want to post anything about being sick, so don't worry. But thanks again so much, Roundabout, for your wishes. So I do feel, I guess 90%, because of the voice. I didn't even, since I don't talk to myself, I was like, hey, I'm fine, So, but now that I started talking, I'm like, okay, I don't sound too hot. But hey, it's all good. I feel great. So we're gonna start it off with the band 10 years after for this marathon. This is called Heart Monkeys. Let's see. This is from A Space in Time, 50th anniversary. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't say the year as always. Let's see on the bottom. No, it just says that it was re-released in 2023. Then we're gonna do the Groundhogs. Second band. This is Cherry Red from the album Split. Let's see. 71. Okay. We're going in a good direction. We're in the 70s. I like it. Blonde on Blonde. This is right with Captain Max. Contrasts. Let's see. This is a bonus track edition. Okay. 1969. Now we're really where we wanted to be. And then fourth band, Leave Hound. Sad Road to the Sea. This is Growers of Mushrooms. Ooh, okay. I like where this is going. This is from 1971. Honestly, I've never tasted mushrooms. I had the opportunity, but I chickened out. So you'll have to tell me how it was, you guys. And then Elias Hulk is the last band, We Can Fly. This is from Unchained. This is from 1970. So all this stuff looks amazingly good. I can't wait. All right. Well, I'm ready to go. Give me just one moment. I'll get me some coffee. Maybe, fix my voice or something if possible. But you guys can get, a drink or something as well. And I'll be right back. All right. And I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting. I'm just kidding. But I did like 100 things between the pause and now. So I just had a lot to do. So, but thanks for still being here. Okay, so let's start it off with the 10 years after Heart Monkeys. Here we go. Can't wait.
And I'm never gonna cry.
I'm so happy to listen to music. Like for the last 5 days, literally, I haven't heard any sort of music, and it's so good to listen to music. You know, and especially great music. This acoustic intro is like I literally want to grab the guitar and learn it right now. Um, that's what I should do actually. But I don't want to interrupt, the video too much because it is it sounds simple, but I'm sure it has something. It sounds the way it's arpeggiated is beautiful, and it takes a couple of minutes, to get it down. So, but man, what a great intro, and then the riff, and then again the intro. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
It's a good life, but too good to lose. But it's a hard world with the junkie blues.
So short but so good. I love that the intro had a second guitar doing just the chords, like bring 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 bring, and then the arpeggiated guitar was beautiful, and then the everything, the solo. It's such a short song. They could have made this a lot longer, but hey, that's the way it was recorded, and that's the way it's perfect. But I guess this was so good. And the only other song I remember is I would like to change the world, I think, and that also has a very memorable guitar intro. I think it starts on C, or I'd love to change the world. I don't know, but man, yeah, I'll definitely check that out. And I sent this one to Alexa right away so she can listen to it when she comes home. Okay, now Cherry Red from the Groundhogs. Here we go. Thank you so much, Roundabout. This is so good. It's so refreshing, to listen to new music, new bands, new ideas, and man, I love it. Thank you so much. But everyone that supports the channel with your marathons, they're super creative, so creative that a lot of people don't know the bands, and then they don't watch them. But that I'm not after like views and clicks and likes, and we're not about that. Actually, the weirder the music, the better, because that's how we started with the whole channel. We always played kind of like the underdog tunes, so I love that. So okay, here we go with Cherry Red. Here we go. That's a good pause for me to stop. Man, I can't even do it because of my voice, but this bam, bam, I can do it higher, I guess. That's, I mean, if you like this and you're still like on the fence about heavy metal, check it out. Really, like check out at least early stuff. Judas Priest. Check out Iron Maiden. You would love it. Metallica. You know, you don't have to get into like these bands from the 90s or 2000s. I know, because it's, even for me, it sounds like, oh man, it's not gonna be good, but it is really, really good. There's really some talented bands out there that are not from the 70s that play just like this, you know. And also a lot of metal bands, and usually these bands have like obviously covers with monsters on them and dragons and all this like BS, but it's all, you know, for show. It's all for like shock value. But in the end, I mean, if you listen to an album like Number of the Beast, you're gonna be like, wow, that's amazing, you know, from 1983. Or I don't know, even from the 90s, you know, there's some really good metal like Manowar or stuff like that. So but this sounds like, I don't know, this sounds a little bit like, I want to say Judas Priest with Black Sabbath, and then that effect that he had on the guitar. I have that effect on my pedal, but I've never had like the balls to play a solo with it because it sounds kind of like backwards. You know, it's like you're feeding the guitar, but instead of like bing, you get like some weird reversal effect. Sounds really cool, like really weird, you know, but I'm loving it. I'm loving this band. Really, really cool. Never heard of them. So it's very exciting. Really, really cool. So I'm going to go back because they're going into like this little pause here and something's going to happen right now. So let's check it out. Let's go back a little bit further. Here we go.
Still there, why?
Wow. There's some... Okay. Okay, some fuckery at the end. I love it. Man, the bass, that literally like sounded like Steve Harris. Man, what a great band. It had this groove. It had this really like, you know, like it had really like a metal edge. And I looked them up right now. They're from England, and they're basically called I mean, it's under blues, but it's also blues rock and acid rock and prog rock. That's so, I don't know, like, at least, I mean, it is hard rock as well, because it is pretty heavy, you know? It's a power trio, 3 guys. Wow. Like, crazy, man. But, oh my God, the members in this band, there's so many. Wow. Insane, the lineups, how they've changed. My boy. Awesome. Awesome, man. Awesome. And they had, so their last album seems came out in 99. So wow, they lasted a long time, from 68. There's an incredible amount of compilations and live stuff. Wow, really cool. Thank you so much for the introduction. That was amazing. I loved it. Really cool. And there's even some keyboards, not on this track, but oh, okay. I see some names here, you know, that ring a bell, but I guess you guys know what you know about this band. So okay, well, this was so far so good, man. The first song, mwah, Chef's Kiss, and the second one. Now, Blonde on Blonde, I've not heard this band either. None of these bands, they're all new. This is also from the 70s. Sorry, 69. Oh, I love the cover. Beautiful long hair. All right, let's check it out. Is this contrasts? Let's see. I'll read about it in a second. This reminds me of The Doors, but I think that it reminds me of a chorus. Da 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 da, oh my baby. Da, 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 bim, 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 bim. Is that from? I think that's from. Oh, Through the Other Side. It reminds me of Through the Other Side by The Doors, but on guitar, like beamy. Like, if you hear this as well, let me know. but I know this, you know, there's only so many notes in music, and there's a lot of repetition, even in classical music. When I listen to classical radio, that's what I usually like listen to when I don't have internet or something. There's so much music that sounds the same scales, it's the same time, it's this, you know, it's just like music repeats itself no matter what. So this whole debate about like bands copying each other, yes, it happens, but it also is like, I mean, you know, a lick can only be played a certain way and you can only change it so much. So music just repeats itself. It happens, you know, in every jazz and rock and metal and whatever, classical. So but if you hear it, guys, let me know.
How can you fly so high?
Totally different.
So high up in the sky. I wish I could fly so high. Up there with you in the sky. Up there with you in the sky.
That was super proggy. That reminds me so much of Iron Maiden. That's just like, you know, and Iron Maiden, of course, came, you know, 10 years after this, you know, 10 years after, like the first band that we played. No, 10 years after this band released this song. So I know there's a lot of bands that I listen to that are super influenced by these bands, you know, like this is what I love about discovering these bands. I'm like, oh, you know, like there's even songs that I've heard for years. Like I've heard this song called Godzilla, right? And I thought it was an original by Racer X, and then I find out that it was actually by Blue Oyster Cult, and I'm like, wow, I've been living in, you know, yeah. And it happens a lot. Also, there was another Racer X, so I guess they just used to do a lot of covers, you know, and release them on their studio albums. Another song was called Moonage Daydream or something, I don't know. And then I reacted to it. And it's David Bowie, of course, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I've heard this before, but I've heard it way heavier. Like, I don't know if I mentioned that, but I think I did. And then it resulted that it was a David Bowie cover that they did, but they're like a heavy metal band. So it sounded very, very different and faster. But yeah, this is so good, man. Let's keep going. Oh, you know, give me just one moment. I think the heat is on and I'm like dying. Maybe it's still because I'm like, just getting off my, you know, sick days, but give me just 1 second to turn on the air. All right, I'm back. So yeah, it was literally 78 degrees inside the house, so no wonder. I thought it was just my, you know, my body temperature, and I'm still so used to, like, you know, the weather in Florida was always like freaking hot as hell, and Mexico's too. So I'm usually just like, I just go with it. And Alexia's the one who, like, you know, works the, you know, the temperature, because she used to be she used to work for a company that basically was all about electricity and stuff. So she knows, you know, what lights to turn off and what lights to keep on, and she knows everything about that stuff. So yeah, she is like, you know, very tech savvy in that department. Yeah, I've just turned it down to like at least 74, you know. So okay, let's keep going. This is amazing, and I already have an idea what to add to this marathon. I was gonna save this one for Alexia, but I'll make another video with her reacting to that song. Like I'll show it to her, and so you guys can see her reaction. But I'll leave it up to last for a surprise. So let's keep going. Let's return a little bit, and let's keep going. Brought some water.
Fly so high up in the sky. I wish I could fly so high, but not high up in the sky. But not high up in the sky. But not high up in the sky. But not high up in the sky.
Good, so good. Give me 1 second here. I want to check it out. I want to check out something about this band. Blonde on Blonde. Oh no, this is this is an album by what's his name? Oh my god, I can't even believe that I can't see what his name is. Bob Dylan. Yeah, no, I'm not looking for that. Blonde on Blonde. I can't believe there's nothing on Wikipedia about these guys. I'm sure I'm typing it in wrong, but you can tell me about it in the comment section. Let's create a conversation, you know. I love that more than just babble, you know, about stuff that you already know. Okay. Last Hound. And I'm sorry, I never said the song, I never said the title of the song. This was Ride with Captain Max. This one is Sad Road to the Sea by Leaf. What? Leaf Hound. Okay, Leaf Hound. So such cool covers. This like so. Okay, here we go.
sad road to the sea. Take up my Lord is killing me. This Lord of thoughts is really agony. I'll make my last stand with all that's left of me. Sad road, where are you taking me? Along the coast of eternity. I don't know what's become of me. Sad road to the sea. My sad road to the sea. My sad road to the sea. Take me a road for all to see. Built on thoughts that last me eternally. Please make me a road, your sad road to the sea. Take up my Lord is killing me.
This is super special because these guys, like, they only released one album. This is their basically their only album, their debut, and they disbanded in 71, and then they basically got back together to play music in 2007. That's insane. Oh no, sorry, 2004. Oh god. Released a studio album in 2007 and a live album in 2014. That's a story, man. Like, that's 40 years in the making, man. That's crazy. I love the style of the vocalist, very unique. I'm just like, I'm like in odds that it didn't work out for them, you know. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. Bands come and go, and some stay together for 40 years, 50 years, and some just like this, you know. But really good, man. I'm loving it. Let's go back here.
Killing me. This Lord I thought is really agony. I'll make my last stand with all that's left of me. Sad road, where are you taking me? Along the coast of eternity. I don't know what's become of me. On sad road to the sea. My sad road to the sea. My sad road to the sea. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh.
Very good, man. The solos and everything, the rhythm, the singing, he was really like passionate, like you could hear it, you know. like really good. Like I'm just like I'm almost like shocked that they didn't like continue, you know. But yeah. Well, this was great, man. Also, this band is basically what they called at the time stoner rock. Okay, you guys. And then also psychedelic rock, heavy metal. That's crazy, and acid rock and hard rock. So it was all this. They had all these, and I love growers of mushrooms, man. Heavy. So it was. It's said to be a mixture of heavy metal, hard rock, psychedelic rock, and stoner rock, and influenced those genres. They're often cited as pioneers of heavy metal, hard rock, psychedelic rock, and stoner rock. Wow. See? Listen to more heavy metal. Well, you will have to at the end. At the end, I'm literally going to force it on you. I mean, you can always turn it off, but I'm trying to make you guys more metal, literally. Because whenever I post metal marathon, it's like, you know, it's like nobody watches, which is fine. I wouldn't watch, you know, Bavarian yodeling, you know, if I didn't know it was awesome, you know. Not that Bavarian yodeling is awesome, but if I didn't know about Bavarian yodeling, I would be like, get out of here, Bavarian yodeling. I mean, if obviously, I'm not saying that Bavarian yodeling is good. I actually can't tolerate it. It's like super annoying, but it's just an example. It's like, it's when you don't know something, you're like, I don't care about it, you know? And then it's like with Steely Dan. I mean, look at this. I'm wearing Steely Dan. This is like one of my pajamas now, you know? No, I'm just kidding. No, but if somebody would have told me, oh, have you ever heard of Steely Dan? I would have been like, no. So, you know, because I mean, the name alone doesn't give it away. So, and I'm so happy that I know Steely Dan now, and it's one of the best music in the world for me. There's maybe people that don't like it, you know, which is like, okay, I guess they don't have good taste. I mean, I'm sorry, you know, if you don't like Steely Dan, something is wrong, you know, something is wrong. Oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay, so this one is Elias Hulk. Okay, Elias Hulk, and this is We Can Fly. Okay, this is the longest song of the marathon, and here we go.
If you see me coming, you don't have to be afraid. I'm only here to help you. I'm only here to save. So come with me if you're ready to go, and I'll take you by your hand. I'll take you to places you dreamed about, all in the bar of land. Such a good reason for leaving you behind.
I love how Led Zeppelin that sounded. You know, I mean, Robert Plant used to do that very, very much. I'm not saying that he's just doing it because he's copying Robert Plant, but it's so iconic. It's, you know, it's just, it is what it is. I'm loving this band, by the way. I love the, you know, very suddenly, and just it sounds that these guys are high, you know. It's just I love it. I love this music. Drum solo. Ooh.
Fly all the way.
That was amazing. That drum solo was so well, like the mic, I mean the mix, or the, I don't know, the way they put the mics up, and you could really hear everything perfectly well. And I love the bass solo. Like it's, I don't know, it's very, very cool. Let me just check something. Elias Hulk, Kids Rock. Man, it's also just one album. Wait, Unchained, 1970. I think that's it. Let's see. Wow. Oh, no. Unfinished. But no, that's not an album. That's just a single. Wow. Also, like 38 years later, they released an like a single. Man, this was a great marathon roundabout. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna add another song to this. For those of you who don't like, heavy metal, you can leave. But hey, for those of you who like new music, who want to like discover something new, maybe you've heard this because it's not too old. It's not. I'm sorry, not too new. But just stick around. You're gonna love it. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, I got it. I got the song. I was literally debating a little bit between Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, but because I hold them so dearly. But I picked Iron Maiden because I got to know them first, and I picked also this song. While it's longer than all the other songs that we listen to. It's 7 minutes and 11 seconds, but it's just so epic, and just listen to it and you'll be an Iron Maiden fan. Maybe it's gonna get a little bit taking you. I mean, you're gonna have to get used to his voice. It's very operatic. It's very high pitched. But just listen to the music, the guitars, the bass, the drums, the dual. The whole thing, the whole thing together. Just enjoy, take a leap of faith, trust me, and you'll love it. If you haven't listened to Iron Maiden, you're gonna love this. So this is "Hallowed Be Thy Name" by Iron Maiden. This is 1982, so it's still within your, it's not that, it's not that new. It's very, very old. So here we go. This is Number of the Beast, their third album, and this is where basically Bruce Dickinson, yes, the Bruce Dickinson, I'm just joking, that's from a skit from Saturday Night Live, he had just joined the band, so that's the last song on the album. So guys, enjoy, and I'm not gonna pause because Iron Maiden, I know they don't block, and let's go. 1, 2, and
the bell begins to chime, reflecting on my past life
Oh my god, what a good song. That's literally one of the songs we it took us so long to learn because we were so green and we didn't know how to play. The drummer, like he became so good after learning this because it took him so much time to get all the different, you know, all the fills down. I mean, and not too hard, but for a beginner and for us to do the don't diddle 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 ding diddle diddle ding don't diddle 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 ding diddle diddle do. The only thing we couldn't do at the time, I think, was nail the solos. They were like note per note because we didn't have anything to slow them down. So we just made up our own, but pretty much we played it that way. And the singer had a hell of a time. Like we would always play this literally at the end because it's so high, but he had a pretty high pitched voice. But it was so much fun to play this live. Oh my god, so much fun. And the people loved it in Mexico, you know, in Puerto Vallarta. Oh my god, people would just like pop in like, what the hell are they doing? And also a lot of Americans, Canadians, they were like, are you playing Iron Maiden? And we're like 16 years old, 17 years old, you know. So yeah, that was a good time. So that's basically my introduction to rock, you know, Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, stuff like that. But there was just not a market for all these other bands that you guys are showing me, you know, on the channel. So it was just not there, you know. So, and then there were bands like Kiss or AC/DC, and like we would listen to like one song and we were like, no, this is not what we like. We wanted something more powerful like this. So I hope you liked it. I hope you did enjoy the marathon and this add-on, which made the marathon, I think, 10 minutes longer. But I do want to like thank Roundabout for all the support, and you know, even when I was sick, you know, he was like, hey, you know, you got time for a marathon, you know? And I was like, I can't, man. I'm in bed, like I'm dead, you know, I can barely go to the bathroom. Oh, you know, get better. So today I told him, you know, I'm actually like in the mood. I would love to listen to some music. And, you know, so the support is there. So I always love to also give something back, you know? All right, guys. So thank you so much for being here. I had a wonderful time. These 5 tunes. And then, of course, the last one, they were amazing. It was also great for me to listen to Hallowed Be Thy Name. Again, I hadn't maybe in a couple of months. And I want to show this to Alexa to see what maybe she's already heard it before. I have to ask her. But thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.